felt like this before.
Had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you.
Clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade.
Get up in the evening, my mother says, when you gonna live your life right?
Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away.
Come home in the morning, my father yells, what you gonna do with your life?
I've got this feeling that time's just holding me down. I was walking down a one-way street, just looking for someone to meet. One woman
Strangers
who was looking for a man.
boulevard,
I've been alright up till now.
it's the light of day that shows me how. When the night falls, loneliness calls.
Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody.
Oh, mother dear, we're not the fortunate ones, and girls, they wanna have fun.
Even if we're just dancing in the dark.
Somebody who loves them.
I get up, nothing gets me down.
I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar when I met you. But even then I knew I'd find a much better place, either with or without you. With or without you.
Eyes tell me how you
Without you.
feel it in your heart.
Roll with the punches.
Know
Give
you
your
like
hearts
what you
real.
say. Oh baby, touch me the ground. I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Smell like a sound, lost in a crowd, and I'm hungry like the wolf.
Jump
Oh, I wanna
for
dance
my
with somebody.
love. Jump in.
I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Oh, mother dear, they're not the fortunate ones. Girls, they wanna have fun
Jump, jump for my love.
with somebody who loves
Once upon a
them.
time I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart.
There's nothing I can do, a total eclipse
We
of the
gotta hold on
heart.
to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not.
I hear your voice, it's like an angel sighing. I have no choice, I hear your voice. Heaven help me, boy, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Just like a prayer, no choice, your voice can take me there.
Little ditty about Jack and Diane.
Do you believe in love?
I was born in a small town, and I live in a small town.
When I was a young boy, said put away those young boy ways. I took the midnight train going anywhere.
With or without you.
Gone
Without you.
I can't live with or without you. No, when you call my name, it's like a little prayer down on forget about me. Don't, don't, don't,
We gotta
don't.
hold on, ready or not.
You live for the fight when it's all that you got. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, leaving on a prayer.
Till now, I always got by on my own. I never really cared until I met you. And now it chills me to the bone. How do I get you alone? How do I get you alone? My love,
My love, my love, my endless love.
I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
Using a satin fabric creates puckering.
Honey, let this cookie crumble.
Can you see her? Oh. Hello, darlings.
Oh. Well, Peggy's here, but she's just showing a bum.
She's
at
showing
the
a
moment.
butt end.
She's down there.
There she is there. Doing a bit of grooming.
Good evening.
Good evening, my darlings. He's back with us. Oh, it's been a week, hasn't it?
Oh, it has. I'm still in pain, to be honest with you.
I did warn him. You know, a molar's a molar.
Oh, honestly, and did you see the size of it? It
You
was
see the
massive.
side one? They pulled it out of his mouth.
Let's have a look who's in. I'm going to do YouTube first. So Tracy was straight in through the doors as soon as they were unlocked. Tracy, then Claire following, then Shandy Warhol came in. Sandra Brown, Mad Aberfan, Chuck Trow arrived.
Hello,
all the way
Chuck
from
Trow.
New Hampshire in America. Kim Peterson
Hello, Kim.
from Denmark. Nibbles and Bubbles from
Bubbles
about 2 roads away. Jason Darcy, here he
She's
is.
in. She's in the house.
Vad is in. Kath Wells is here. Pete Potofsky is in. Chuck, I've said Chuck. 7 Network. Dave from South Carolina. Oh, it's
it's
chilly, isn't it,
so-
for you guys?
Oh,
You and
oh.
Chuck.
Is it?
Yeah, there's like mad storms.
Oh, is there?
Hope you're both okay. Coral Daft. The
Hello,
lovely
darling
is in.
Coral.
Anna Welsh, lovely Anna. Joanne Gray, Lucy and Kate, Sharon Wood. Helen, there's a big message here from Helen. Helen is loving Divinity's calendar horoscopes. And has also been watching the Crankies on YouTube. Dave Jeffrey, Ian Allardyce, my lovely cousin Lucy is in, aka Linda LeHughes. MP, Louis and Patrick are
Louis
in.
in the way.
Dale Ibbotson is in.
Oh, Dale's
who's
back off the
2
road.
towns down.
Touring is back.
Yorkshire Bus Guy is here.
Thank you for your card, Yorkshire Bus Guy. I got it this morning.
Yeah, we
very,
got-
very funny, very lovely.
We got a card addressed to the Susan
Bovell
Bovell.
Appreciation Society. That was courtesy of Yorkshire Bus Guy and his lovely mum.
My dad is in. My mum is here. Plot Days is in. That's a new name.
It's a new
for us.
one.
Welcome, Plot Days. Andrew Gunn is here. And Vad is in Canada. And Vad says it's minus 30 during the day right now.
Oh!
We thought Scarborough was chilly. And over here in Facebook, there's loads of names to go as well. Alan will do
The
that.
wonderful Mark Mondea Pearson's in the house. Lovely Rachel, I hope your move went well, my love. Lovely Neil from Blackpool with the lovely Lady V. Bray Tucker and Nicola. Dame Sue Neal is in the house. Lovely Melanie. Angela. It's doing the little button thing.
I'm trying to scroll.
It's like
I'm saying it.
It's like what the thing on TV.
Auto cue.
Auto cue. The lovely Lee Fern. We have Stefan. Oops, something's happened. Gabrielle Chassé.
Stephen Steph Bradley.
My brother from Hull.
Michael's in.
Hello, Mishmash. The lovely Cindy McDuffie.
And Ava Primrose. Ava Primrose, go to bed.
The lovely
bedtime.
Martin Garton Spence is in the house. Our lovely friend Jason Rigby, Mark Hall, Stephen Richards, Alex Clark.
Lee Fern.
Yep, we've just mentioned
We
them.
mentioned Lee. Marcia.
Lovely Marcia. And Ewan.
Although Ewan's not feeling well.
Oh, get better soon, Ewan. Lovely Naomi. Philippe. Jacques Fortinbras. Foxy Top. These are about yours. Your lovely dad.
Steve Sorrell. Richard Bobbins Duffer. Gillian Fulcher. Matthew JB. Lisa Driscoll from
Hello, Lisa.
Canada.
And she's in. Anthony Berry's in the house. We're all settled now. Timmy Alexis Carrington Ward. Here she is.
It's not just Richard Bobbins Duffer. It is also Janice. Janice Bobbins Duffer, or maybe Janice Duffer, or maybe Janice Bobbins. We'll never know unless that gets typed in.
There's some lovely names on there. I love your names.
Oh, Plot Days. Plot Days has been lurking.
And Amanda Robinson's just popped in through the door, put her umbrella in the umbrella stand, and got herself half a shandy.
Plot Days says they have always been here, just silent.
Just
Like
in the
someone
back.
lurking in the back by the cigarette machine with a glass, not saying anything.
Like one of those people on Dickens' Real Deal who like peep through
Peek through perspex. A couple of other names came in. Wes Davies, Jimmy Riddle Show, Kath Wells. Oh, I think I mentioned Kath already. Fizz is in. Diamond Trinket is in.
Hello, Diamond Trinket.
Dale Wiley, Alex Johnson. Anyway, the YouTube chat got really racy last week.
Yeah, they were feeling their feet last week, weren't they? Them lot?
Yeah.
They should have got a hotel room.
So you be careful.
If there's any aubergines popping up on there,
It's Janice Dickinson is in, not just Richard Bobbins Duffer. Not the Janice Dickinson. Supermodel of the world. Angry supermodel.
what, she's in the house?
She might be. Chris Gilbert. All of those people. Loads of people. Good.
We're only joking. You can be mucky as you like, as long as you don't put any Cilla Black in our way. Because
Do you want a
no,
lot of
no,
things?
no.
No, I don't think so. Because I've been around a million years. I've got a mobile phone, but I ate it. You ate it? Oh!
You won't be warned, will you?
No, Scylla's lurking, so when she's called, she will appear.
Why is How You Sexy Pear being pulled?
Because the word sexy.
Oh.
Yeah, we have, because we got raided that time. We have like strong filters on the YouTube comments. A wonderful name's just popped in.
Oh, Philomena Eurovision.
Philomena Eurovision, hello.
Oh, she said, I stumbled across you guys a couple of weeks ago, and boy, I wished I had earlier. We wished you had too earlier. Thank you for making you properly laugh.
Oh, thank you. Well, Philomena Eurovision, we adore your name. So you're more than welcome to join our gang. It is Janice Dickinson, and I can't click on your profile because we have so much going on.
If he clicks,
We
something will
can't-
go down.
yeah. We're like, shoestring internet here in Scarborough.
He's got all his little pad with all his little buttons
All my
on.
buttons are ready to go. Anyway, it's been a little bit of a week,
So,
isn't it?
yeah. He had it pulled out of his mouth on Friday
Friday.
morning. He came home, and then when it all wore off, all the injections, you started feeling the throbbing.
Yeah, it's painful. It's weird. I mean, it's a huge gap now at the back of my mouth, and it's achy.
It's like a big hole, and it's throbbing.
But when I get nervous, I talk a lot, and so I was really talkative in the whole thing. Peggy, jump up there. What are you doing?
She's all right. She's just...
But yeah, it's. I was glad it all came out though, the whole thing in one piece, and then she said she recommended someone that I can get it set in resin if I want to like wear it as a pendant or a novelty paper weight.
Yeah.
So
So it's been on little baby food all week, haven't you? Really? Mushy food.
I think it's already getting a bit filthy in YouTube.
Oh, they started already.
Yeah.
Who's started? Who's slinging all the muck over
Chaps and chapesses, keep it a little bit clean in there
there?
because
We don't want to get pulled.
it's not just you gang in there. There's loads of people. So you've just got to, Kid gloves. Innuendo is fine.
Put your little kid gloves
Don't be
on.
too naughty. Leave the naughtiness to us boys.
We don't mind a little bit of filth.
Size Limbo has appeared. No wonder it's got filth.
Oh, is she in the house?
Yeah.
She's pretending to put the wig and sling back.
Cathwell says I should rub some trifle on me gums.
Trifle or tripe?
Trifle, I think it says. Trifle.
Ooh.
That
Why trifle?
That would be stingy. Alan did make me some jelly.
Oh, man, you know, like they do in America when they have little Jellos when they're in hospital.
He did. He made me 3 little Jello shots for the weekend.
And it goes with a little custard in, you know, a little cold custard.
He
A
did.
little bit of ice cream. Lots of mushy food.
But yeah, I was really lucky that it kind of came out. I felt it. Like, if anyone doesn't like the dentist, like, close your ears now. But yeah, she kind of wiggled it, and I felt it like pop when I knew it was off my bone here, and then she came. But the little dental assistant had to come and like hold my jaw, gently like support my jaw, so I didn't all break and stuff. Oh, anyway, I'm on ibuprofen.
He's on drugs, yeah. He's on lots of painkillers.
But yeah, I've not been.
You've not been yourself, have you, doll? And he's been working very hard as well, so that's not really helped, has it?
Yeah, I've got a big work project on, so I'm going to be teaching around the world emotional intelligence. I'm teaching it in America and Australia and Europe and Africa.
From home, from Scarborough?
Yeah, all from here. But it's kind of like, this is like a big international gig I've just got. So I'm having to prepare like a seminar, and I've had to make all these videos which are going to be follow-ups to the seminar. And then I've just had another course greenlit, which is going to be on storytelling using data. It's all kind of boring for here, but if anyone out there works in like HR or has a company where they have to stand up and talk to anyone, give us a call, because I'm good at what I do.
You get glowing reviews, don't you?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Anyway, how
I'm
was your
looking,
week
there's
been?
the filth in YouTube keeps drawing me over.
What's happening?
No, there's just a lot of aubergine emojis.
Oh, it must be the cold weather.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
all-
they are. They're chilly over there. Dave
They're all
and
chilly.
Chuck, let us know. What is the weather like for you?
Temperature-wise.
In America. Yeah, what's it going on?
It's not. Well, it's cold here, but not too cold, is it?
No, it's not too cold here. It's really bright blue sky, isn't it, today? We were still not taking Peggy out.
No, there's still some sickness in the air with doggies, so we don't really want to risk it. Because she's a sniffer. She'll sniff anything. So she likes sniffing other dogs' pee-pee patches, which is a way of them catching it. So we're sort of just, exercising around the garden at the moment, aren't we? Yeah.
I mean, we've got a lovely big garden, so it's nice for her to be out there, but it's a shame not to walk her. Oh, Michael Mishmash has had a tooth out as well.
Oh yeah, it's just fell out from home, I think, didn't it?
Mishmash. Here she is, would like to interview us on her radio show.
Oh yeah.
We're well up for it. Okay, it's Saturday nights, isn't it? Or can we do it in advance? But if we do it in advance, I know here she is, and she'll just edit us.
She can do what she wants as long as we come across funny.
Well, she'll be the one coming across funny. Anyway, here she is, of course, Alexis Carrington Ward. Timmy Alexis Carrington Ward.
They're asking what's the dog's catching. It's a sickness, isn't it? It's sort of a virus.
It's like a viral. They're throwing up and diarrhea. And loads of dogs in this area have got it. Oh, in Yorkshire, really.
And I think it was something they caught on the beach. And then it's coming into town. It's coming through. You can catch it through the dogs' poo-poos and pee-pees.
But yeah, we had a message from our vet saying if you can, don't walk them at the moment. I don't know if Nibbles and Bubbles, because they've got a little doggy. Are you keeping your doggy in? Vad's week has been great, except for the cold. Peggy's not going. No, she's not going up the wall. She's fine. She's fine.
She's only a little dog. She's not like she's not. She doesn't need like miles and miles of walking, but she likes going out and having a little nosy.
Here she is. You've got fans in. I don't know which room you're in at the moment, but there are fans of yours in the house. If you've never watched Here She Is, have a watch. It's a really fun. You'll love it because you love what we do. It's like a chat show, a sketch show. And celebrity guests. He gets really fun celebrity guests on his double bed.
On his double bed and in his bed.
Interviews them. It's a laugh.
So how's your week been, peoples? How's January treating you? Anybody on any weird diets? Anybody losing weight? Anybody gaining weight? Anybody going through what James has been going through? Bit bad health? Or
We're on our little diet, aren't we? We started.
Yeah. Started Monday. Oh.
I just haven't waiting for any of your little reviews coming in. Yeah, Peggy she's up here.
She wanders about.
She wandered about. So Nibbles and Bubbles right next door to Fallsgrave Park. So they're giving Jeff is her dog.
Oh.
Little cockapoo, I think. Quick walks there at the moment. Yeah, I think so. Peashome. We've been told Peashome Park is off limits, and the beach, which is kind of near us, I guess.
Yeah.
Dave in South Carolina is just freezing. And Dave Hackett, cold in Florida.
And where Lisa's from, I think Canada. She said she had loads of snow. 2 feet of snow.
Honestly, Canada's so beautiful. Lisa and who else is in Canada? Vad. Like, we want to come and visit when we can. Love it. So we're going to come and visit. Michael has lost 10 inches round his waist.
Oh, good on you, Mishmash. Yeah, he used to be 44 waist, now he's a 34. Oh, get her. She's a window to watch. Well done, Mishmash. Well done.
Here she is doing dry January.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she says, Christ, January is a long month.
Nearly over, love. Nearly over.
Mark Mondeo's lost £6 so far.
Oh, well done, Mark. Yeah.
Oh, well done, everyone. Honestly, we're going
Neil's just lost over a stone so far. Oh, it's all coming off.
I've lost £2, but it's it's a start.
I'm not weighing in till Monday. I like to because sometimes it goes up and down and you get a bit put off. But I thought if I weigh myself once a week, and then if it's not going down, then
Helen in our YouTube room. Helen did a radio show first radio show for Hull Kingston Radio last Saturday. Very nerve-wracking.
Oh, did you?
If you want some guests, give us a bell.
I'm from Hull, love. Yeah. Yes.
Fizz is busy making Christmas bauble wreaths for next year.
For next year, don't blame you.
Each one needs at least 100 baubles. Wow.
So are you getting them all?
Glitzy.
Are you getting them all cheap now at the moment in the sales? Making them all for next year.
Alex Clark, Welsh Alex, is shouting out the name John Collier. I don't know why.
Who's John Collier?
We've missed your comments. So
We missed the thread. We missed the thread. Oh, and little Jason Rigby has got a new puppy.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
It.
So
lovely.
cute. So you'll be busy.
Mad Aberfan's on the vodka diet so far. Lost 3 days.
Yeah, even though we are doing sort of dieting, we're not giving up our Wednesday night tipple, are we?
No, we've decided we'll keep doing that. Like the main thing is portion size is being reduced, and we're doing the 5-2. I'm going to try and lose about a stone. Fingers crossed, and it'll be good that we're doing this. Yeah, I keep licking it.
Dame Sunil's got her eye on you.
Honestly, I don't want dry socket. Sounds horrible. So a question has come in from Philip Crammond. May I ask about the videos? How do we decide who will be who?
Well, it sort of just happens, doesn't it? It just happens naturally.
It's really like unanimous sort of decision, isn't it? We
just
kind of know who's going to do what.
For certain things, Jamie's the perfect choice, and for other things, I am. So it just works. We don't really have any sort of tug of war of any parts.
Like sometimes a part will come up that I really want and Alan really wants. But we just see how it goes. But like Alexis Colby, I really wanted to be Alexis Colby. Didn't get to be it.
Well, no, if you didn't want, I did offer you.
Would have been more fierce.
I did offer him. I promise you. I did say if you want to really do it, do it.
John Collier is the window to watch.
Ah.
Yeah. So Sue, I'm not. The only thing that keeps happening is my tongue flicks there because it's such a weird, like, new area of my mouth. So that's the only thing I keep doing is my tongue like flicks into
Just
the socket.
she's gone capital letters
I
now.
know.
Leave it alone.
I know. I'll try and not. Yeah, John Collier, The Window to Watch. I didn't know that phrase, but that's Window to Watch.
Oh,
John
it's
Collier.
Molly Sugden.
Is it?
Oh, you're a window to watch. And then when you're not looking on that all that good, she says things like, "Oh, the things you see when you haven't got a gun."
John Morissette is asking. He says he loves our teeth. Well, not my teeth at the moment, but loves the teeth. How many different sets have you got?
I think I got a new pair the other day. 7 pairs, I think. 7 pairs of Nashers. Some, though, are about 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, you've had them for ages.
Oh, the lovely little Lee Fern in Yorkshire, he's got COVID.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's got no taste or smell at all.
Oh, Lee.
Liam
I hope you get
Barnsley.
better. Well, you will get better, but I hope you get better soon and it isn't too horrible. Andrew Gunn says I'm bitter about not playing Alexis. I've kind of let it go. But I was a little bit bitter at the time because Alexis kind of was my role model when I was...
He made me feel awful now because I did
when I was
offer you.
18.
I did offer him. I did. Well,
What other parts have we both wanted?
what we'll do in future, if we are struggling with who, we'll both do it, and then we'll ask you who decides,
I'll tell you what other parts we've both wanted.
and then like RuPaul's Drag Race.
We'll do a little audition.
Yeah.
We both wanted to be Marina in Last of the Summer Wine.
But you are going to be
And
doing that.
yeah, I'm going to be doing that. It actually came to a vote in one of the earliest Giggle boxes. We've still not done the video because we needed better weather.
Yeah.
What other parts did we both want? There's not many. Like Prison Cell Block H, which we're going to do. There's parts in that we both kind of crave.
Is there really?
Yeah, but it's to do with uniforms, isn't it? It's to do with who can
Yeah,
get to the costumes.
I still can't find a uniform to fit me, so I doubt I'm going to be anybody in a uniform.
People, Marcy's asking, can we do a Boris parody? We thought about it. So I got told off for being political in here. I'm not political in here at all, but I am a big old liberal. Not by Alan. We got an email. Boris, we wanted to do Boris, but then we kind of genuinely we got angry about it and thought, actually, I don't want to make a gag of it because I'm pissed off about it.
I mean, he's looking stupid all on his own. He
Yeah.
doesn't need our help, does he?
But we were going to do a sequel to Number 11 Interiors, which was Number 11 Party Planners and Carrie Antoinette sort of planning parties and telling you how you could have parties. But then they all started, the one party turned into however many there are now.
Yes, Mishmash, I will be B. Smith.
Yeah, you will. No argument.
No, about that.
Size Limbo hasn't got COVID, but just has no taste.
Oh, my dad doesn't have any taste. He hasn't any.
No, I think he means.
Oh, no, he's no
I think
sense
he's
of
gagging. What are your Achilles' heels when it comes to crisps and chocolate?
If I'm really dedicated to losing weight and right, this has got to. I'm pretty good at not being lured or. I'm happy to serve Jamie a nice little treat, and for me not to have any of it. I'm not like let everything has to get everything put in the bin. I'm okay. I'm quite good. I do miss like crisps and snacky snacks like that, but I've just got to find a healthy alternative.
Me and my mum have a bit of an obsession with Aldi's version of Pringles. They're not called Pringles. They're called Stackers.
They're not anymore.
Stackers.
It's not even called that.
What are they called now?
They're not called anything.
They must have a name.
I don't think they do. The last lot we got didn't have the word stackers on them.
Well, yeah, me and my mum are obsessed with Stackers. You have to say them like that in that sort of ASMR way.
Stackers.
Who's going to be the freak? Who's going to be Saint Meg? I'm going to be Meg.
Well, don't give them all
gonna be
away.
free.
Don't tell people.
People are asking questions.
They are nice stackers, yes.
And Richard Bobbins Duffer, I probably will be. So here she is. Alan has been Nurse Gladys Emmanuel. So we dressed up as what's the program called? Open All Hours.
Open All Hours, yeah.
And I was Granville, and Alan was the other two.
This was a photo, by the way. We get a lot of people who join us and say, "Oh, have you done this?" And we send them a photo because we have done loads of photos well before we did videos. And I don't think people know this. They just think we just do videos. So we've had a lot of people sort of write to us, "Oh, have you done this? Have you done that?" So we normally send them a photo or...
Quickly before it goes, Joe Soto Lombardelli says, have we heard of Florence Foster Jenkins? Yes. You've seen the Florence Foster Jenkins movie, haven't you?
Yeah, it was quite funny.
With Meryl Streep.
Yeah. I like a bit of Meryl.
There's a woman who, I think she's an American woman, and she released albums, and she's called Mrs. Something. And she sings like...
Badly.
Ticket to Ride, or it's that kind of era of pop in the 60s. Someone will remember her name, Mrs. Miller.
Could be something Miller. It's not Mrs. Mills, but...
If you've not seen her before, look at Mrs. Miller. It's kind of not Florence Foster Jenkins because she's a bit rougher, but have a look. I think it's Mrs. Miller. Whatever happened to Margarita Pracatin? I'm afraid she died.
Yeah, not long ago. Was it a couple of years ago?
Yeah, not long ago. We knew where she lived, and if you went, there was a little alleyway. And if you went down there and shouted, Pracatin, 9 times out of 10 she'd open a window and wave out to you and shout it back.
Oh, instead of telling to piss off.
Yeah. It's not Mrs. Mills. I think it's Mrs. Miller. If you can Google, because I can't Google right now.
Here
we go. Rachel Saunders has found it out. Yeah.
Mrs. Miller?
Mrs. Miller. Downtown by Mrs. Miller. Fabulous.
Is it a bit like the Ethel Merman disco album?
No, because she just can't sing. Mrs. Miller can't sing at all. I'll play it later. Kim Peterson loves Mrs. Miller, so yeah, people know about it. The dog illness, it's just Scarborough in particular, the North Yorkshire coast. We've been told about.
Yeah, Lee. It's from the. It started off on the coast on the beaches, and then the dogs have got sick, and obviously it's viral, so it's through their pee-pee and poo-poos. So it's sort of, dogs in town now have to be careful.
There's a lot of love for my jumper, so I'm going to stand up and show you it.
Little foxy jumper there.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, you can come a bit closer so they can see the little foxy. There we go. Look, little foxes. There we go.
This was from a charity shop in Barbados.
Peggy.
I got it at the same time as I got a sweatshirt with David Hasselhoff's face on it. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
one?
that was a good day, that wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was too small, so it had to go. We have, Mark Hall, we have framed Mrs. Mill LPs around the house because we love them.
And Carolee Scott now. Well, not framed, but we have
Yeah, we've
her
got framed
LPs.
not framed, signed LPs of Carolee Scott.
Philippe Jacques Fortebras says West Lancashire has got bird flu.
Crikey. The world's gone a bit bonkers, hasn't it? The world's
It's
kind
winter,
of telling
isn't
us
it?
to sort ourselves out or else she'll take care of
There's
us.
always stuff. There's always stuff going around in New Year. Oh.
Cool. We're going to go to an ad break.
Do you want to speak to an experienced older lady? Someone who's been there, done that, and knows exactly what she likes? Then call Nan Chat today. We have Nans waiting to take your call.
I don't know what buttons to press.
Hello? Hello? Am I talking to someone or am I leaving a message?
Hello? Hello? Anybody there? Oh, it's a TV remote.
Press option 1 to chat about food and drink.
Oh, I can't stand spaghetti bolognese. I don't like my mince tainted.
No, I'll just be having a small grilled chop and a couple of Jersey Royals. That'll do me.
Is jalfrezi spicy? Oh, I can't do spice. Give me loose stools.
Press option 2 for grand gossip.
Well, there at number 37, she's had her living room curtains closed since 3 o'clock this afternoon. Yeah.
Oh, Mrs. Totten's taken all of those toilet rolls back to Aldi.
That young lass at 28, pregnant again. She said, oh, there must be something in the air. I said, yeah, your legs. I know.
Option 3, for health and well-being.
Well, apparently she's under Dr. Chowdhury. She's going to have an hysterical rectum.
No, Lansip's not no good. He wants to go to bed with duck fat rubbed on his chest and a sweaty sock wrapped round his neck.
I think my doctor fancies me. He says I've got acute angina.
Oh, well, you see, there are 3 signs of old age. The first is memory loss. I forget the other 2.
Or maybe you just like to listen. Press option 4 to eavesdrop on 2 of our naughtiest nans having a frank, no-holds-barred chit-chat.
So have you had your tea?
No, I'm nil by mouth. I'm at the clinic tomorrow with my back body.
Oh, you're a martyr to your spastic bowel.
Oh, I know. Especially anything with dried fruit. I've not eaten nuts since 1987.
Oh, Christmas must be difficult.
Oh, it is. Last Christmas, I had 1 Ferrero Rocher, and I was up all night.
Don't be bored at home. Meet new nans on the telephone. There you go.
There we go.
You can always ring Nan Chat.
A little break.
Need a
for
bit of
you.
advice, or Nans always have the answer.
Yeah, they do. That was made last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were talking about all the when we were must be at college or university and things like that. And after, like when you were watching Sublock H late at night, there'd be those sorts of call gay chat now. Da, 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 da. And I always remember the little guy dancing in like a Leeds loft house apartment.
There was, and then there was like a businessman in a suit.
Yeah,
And then there was one doing like weights.
yeah, little gym bunny.
So yeah, we wanted to recreate that. And in Viz, we love Viz magazine, and there was always little adverts for kind of things like Nan Chat.
Or like a shed sex.
So yeah, that was our inspiration for Nan Chat.
Sexy sheds. Get your sexy shed today.
Dave showed that to his mum and dad while he was in Florida, and his mum said most of the nans are like people she does bridge with in her bridge group. And someone asked, I've missed the name, but did I have my wisdom teeth pulled?
No, it was a big massive molar, wasn't it? Was it a molar or a wisdom tooth? Molar, wasn't it?
It was a molar, not my wisdom tooth, but it has been pulled. Emilio Perez Gracia keeps asking, who's the world's most successful global female recording artist? The answer will surprise you.
I don't know.
We don't know, and we can't Google it because we're doing a live show. Well,
I'm sure somebody will look for you. Perhaps one of the Eurovision chaps will know.
Yeah, but yeah, you don't have to ask over and over again.
It's not Scylla, is it?
No, it's not Scylla. Yeah, Michael saw those adverts when he was watching Prisoner, or the little chat lines. Dave got a boyfriend through ManChat back in 1993.
Oh, did they? Sorry, oh yeah.
Guys, you've got to stop mentioning her name.
Do you want to look at this?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Because I've been around a million years.
Honestly, we'll get pulled or something. Something will happen.
Scylla will take us. Nan's egg bound.
Oh, Nans are always egg bound. Especially New Year.
We're wondering if it's Scylla, Clodagh Rogers, Rusty Lee, Nana Muscori, Al Graham. Is it Mrs. Miller, Celine Dion, Tony
Mrs.
Basil?
Mills?
I missed it because it was going past, but here she is. Said that she was in Emu's World. Were you one of the dancing kids? Here she is.
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me, would it you?
Well, it would. I know that he knows
Did he
Joe.
did he
'cause he's
interview
interviewed
somebody?
one
Yeah,
of them. Yeah. But here she is. Were you one of the Pink Windmill kids? I'm a little bit obsessed, if you are.
We want to see proof.
The names coming in for the best recording artist: Madonna, Marty Webb, Sue Pollard, Nana Muscori, Sonia. Just one of the Reynolds girls.
Just one of them, not both of them.
Here we go. Guinness World Records ranks Madonna as the best-selling female recording artist of all time. So,
Well, she's been going,
there we
what,
go. It didn't surprise us. Madonna was, she was up there already.
30 odd years? She's been at it?
I kind of wanted to be a pink windmill kid as well, Claire. My mate, one of my best friends when I was growing up, was one of Orville's dancing troupe.
Did he have a little troupe?
Yeah, and it was kind of like trying to be like the pink windmill.
Were they dressed as little bods?
No, they wore like little sassy like sweatshirts, like Pineapple Dance Studio kind of wear. And one of them was a girl called Melanie from Leeds, who I met a few times and ended up being Mel B, Scary Spice.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Rula Lenska? No, it was Madonna. It's Madonna. That's it's there.
Andrew Gunn, I wish it was Sue Pollard.
I wish it was Sue Pollard. We adore Sue Pollard's album. In fact, I told Alex Clark to get on the case and get it. It's not the album that you might find in a charity shop. It's Sue's recently released, like 10 years ago.
All her best
CD.
hits. All her best hits.
And it's full of B-sides and rarities.
Yeah, we took it on. We had this habit when we used to go on holiday to Greece and such forth. We used to take lots of music with us, didn't we? We sort of take Claire Sweeney,
Yeah, we took Claire Sweeney's album.
Sue Pollard.
Where did you go? You put me a holiday by surprise. Where did we go? The one that was quite grotty.
Isla Canis.
No, the grotty one. That was all right. What was the one we went, which was like really like Boise?
Was that me? I think you put that one on Tough Teletext. Crete. Oh no,
Crete.
That was yours, dear.
It was.
You chose that one.
We went to Crete and we went to like the.
Was it October? We went. Was it end of the season?
It was the end of the season, and we went to Crete and we stayed in Malia, I think it was called, which is kind of party capital. And like our little room, our apartment, you could tell that there'd been all sorts getting up into there.
Oh yeah, and there was lots of pussies around the window. Do you remember all the cats?
Oh yeah.
One night, because I used to eat meat back then. One night I gave it a bit of sausage.
And a little pussy.
Meow.
She was alone.
She was meowing
In the little bar beneath our apartment, remember?
And then we walked down to this cocktail bar, and it was lovely, wasn't it? It was beautiful. And we went in, and she was there with a big thing with a firework in it, knocking it back, getting chatted up by the waiters. I thought, yeah, you've had a nice season, love.
We had a rather rank little balcony, and it overlooked like a marquee that they'd stuck up that they were playing like hooky DVDs in.
Yeah, but like film night.
The Scooby-Doo movie with Buffy in it, that kind of era. And I had a little Camp Blue tranny radio. The sort of thing you'd imagine.
It was Duck Egg Blue, wasn't it?
Like beach party in the 60s, dancing with your shoulder. So we had that. And I'd made some cassettes to play. And so we used to sit out on the balcony with our little glasses of gin and tonic and put on maybe the Claire Sweeney album or something like that. And I just remember there was football going on in the marquee. We were sat out with our little camp drinks and my little blue tranny radio with Claire Sweeney belting out the theme from Shirley Valentine. And the woman in the apartment block next to us came out, stood leaning on a balcony. Well, she was quite built, wasn't she?
Yeah, she had like a vest on, a ring on each finger,
big purple knockers,
big massive tattoo on her
purple
arm,
vests, so big knockers.
a bit like she had a sherry perm.
She gripped the balcony edge and sort of leant there.
And she went, "What's the bloody score?"
To us too.
And I said, well, I've had a bit of grilled fish, and she's had a Greek salad.
Then we realised that she meant what's like the football score because they were playing football in the marquee, the World Cup or something like that. I don't know what it was. Yeah, what's the score?
Oh, and she had a massive Super Kings king size fag in her fingers, didn't she?
What's the
bloody score?
We used to always laugh about that as we'd gone.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been to some lovely places. We
when we went there as well, there was one apartment block that was on a cliff edge. But you could walk around it to get to quite a nice beach. But all the residents from this weird apartment block took their loungers out onto this cliff edge.
Yeah.
And you could see they kind of tried to follow the sun, didn't they? And
yeah, they're like moving.
They were like teetering on the edge.
But they were upside down, so their heads were here and their feet were here. on these rocks, and they were just slipping into the sea, weren't
All these
they?
like old leathery crocodile women.
And we didn't have much money back then, so we used to go onto the beach, and because it was October, the sun sometimes didn't come through. So we used to get on these like sunbeds.
You used to pay for them.
And they'd come out collecting them, and we'd get off them, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we get off and say, well, we're not paying.
We're going to go to the sun then.
Yeah.
You can stick your sunbed. And then when he'd frigged off, we used to go back on them.
I think that was the place where I asked for vegetarian food in somewhere, and she sort of tried to explain that she could breathe on a plate for me. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
We could bring a plate with
sea mist.
sea mist and beans. They are very nice here in Greece.
You could eat a shadow. That is vegetarian.
Meanwhile, he's mixed
I used to say, I love the gyros. And all these Greek mamas would come out and go, yeah.
And I'd say, have you got anything vegetarian?
I bought an egg.
Frig off us.
Used to have an egg omelette with one egg.
Oh, yeah, honestly, horrible.
Or brie ham.
We had a Martine McCutcheon album. We had a couple of Martine albums. They weren't too bad.
We took Scylla as well, didn't we?
We did take Scylla.
Do you want to look at this?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Because I've been...
Oh, she's not on the ball.
The Curse of Scylla Black.
You see, she's slipping in there, Scylla. She's slipping into your little buttons.
The Curse of Scylla.
We've got loads of... You've gone quiet. No, I can't hear you. I'm going home.
Emilio Perez is back with another little pop question. Does anyone remember Eartha Kitt's High Energy album?
She's not on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, is she?
Are we your phone a friend, Emilio? Eartha Kitt's High... I do remember it, I think.
Oh. My
I
friend...
think like late 80s, I guess.
Our friend Aaron would know that, but it's not in tonight.
The question is, what do wasps eat? Does anyone know? It's a question that my cousin Lucy has been asked by one of the kids in her class.
So look it up on your little computers and let us know.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry about the sound there.
And Cinder McDuffie, it's not Scylla. They don't eat Scylla.
But no, it's me pressing me Scylla button. Scylla silences us as soon as she comes up. Our microphone dips. Wasps are predators. Yeah, maybe they eat.
Oh, they don't eat themselves, do they?
Maybe they eat other wasps.
Or do they eat the little honey in the... Wasps don't make honey, do they?
Jason Darcy was singing "I Love Men" to himself tonight, and that's an Eartha Kitt song.
I wish I could roll my R's like Eartha. Can you
Capital letters. Lucy, it's coming. Capital letters. Wasps eat wood. I'm taking that as verbatim because of the capital letters. But yeah, wasps eat wood.
Mind you, there was that wasp that started to build a nest on our wooden roof in our shed, wasn't there?
Yeah, I had to try and get it out in a jar.
Oh, it was a perfect sphere.
Yeah.
I was so impressed.
But it was. We didn't know it had gone in there. We'd gone in when we opened our door.
Yeah.
Little messages are coming up saying there's a problem with the audio on YouTube. So let us know if you're in YouTube. Is the audio okay now?
Is it because he didn't have the button?
Yeah. Let us know how it goes.
Richard Bobbins Duffer says it's getting a bit filthy now, talking about Eartha Kitt and Gypsy's Kiss.
So it is getting filthy, but we have a treat for you tonight. So this is new. This is brand new.
It's a little idea, little new idea.
Little new idea. And if it's good, if you like it, we're going to try and do more of them. Maybe even do one a week.
Now, as you know, it's been a busy week for Jamie. He's not been very well. He's been with work. So this has sort of been just slung together.
But we did this today.
We did this today. It's been put to, but you know, Yeah,
we did this about midday today, and then I had a business meeting, so I had to get rid of the slap, and then we did the editing later on.
So
I hope you enjoy it.
A little something for you.
So we're going to hand over to the Isolation Creations newsroom.
Good evening, and welcome to this week's local news from local Facebook groups. Here are the headlines. Woman in Thornton Cleveleys still not received a blue fortnight double duvet. Lady in Bolton angry that communal bins remain uncollected since Christmas. Residents in Salford fuming about flower beds which look like coffins. More on those later, but first our top story. Residents in an estate near Bristol city centre are furious that bus routes have been cut, leaving them with no early morning, evening or Sunday services. Here's our report.
We got no buses Sundays from January the 30th. We got none after 7 o'clock on the evening, and we got none early mornings. Now we got a few people who works for the NHS needs a bus mornings.
What's the solution?
Well, this is a waste of time to shut a bus.
Back to how it was.
Back to how it was. I mean, on a Sunday at the minute, we got the 24 comes all the way round. But it's in the middle. They don't get no bus service. Why should I have to walk 7 o'clock in the evening from the Robins up here if I want to go out? Why? It's not fair.
We are now joined by Ashton Vale resident Maggie Bogg. Good evening, Maggie.
Hello, this is about the buses. Will it take long? I've got a one little dog.
Can you tell us why cuts to the timetable have left you so angry?
Well, we're all angry. All the town's angry. You can't rely on the buses no more. I use the buses in the morning. I go to therapists and the doctors and get down to Iceland and food stores. I can't do that no more.
We spoke to First Bus and they have assured us that there is a service running from the Robins.
The Robins is a mile of work for me. I mean, I walk through to Robins, I'm walking the dog market, chewing gum on the floor, kids throwing stones at you.
But surely, Maggie, the reduction of services is due to the introduction of some double-decker buses. Is that not something to be celebrated?
Well, now, the problem, the double-decker don't go on the bridge, will they? The bridge is too small, the tunnel's too small, double-decker don't go through them, just shuttle bus.
Thanks for joining us, Maggie.
The NHS girls I feel sorry for, having to go to work, going out to Robins, and going right round the bloody town. Are we done now? How long are you going to take to get out of my house?
Thank you. Representing the bus company, we have Jack Harper joining us. Hello, Jack.
Hello there, darling.
Jack, you've just heard from Maggie. She's pretty angry. Don't you think it's your responsibility to sort her out?
Oh, I'll sort her out, all right. Yeah, that's what we do on the buses.
Well, how's the introduction of double-deckers going to help Maggie Bogg and her friends?
Well, that's the problem. The buses, the double-deckers, made them too big. Won't go under the bridge. Won't fit through the tunnel. She can't go up or down.
So, Jack, I must stop you. What can you do which is going to assure that the buses run on time?
Time? Last time I looked, they were running on the roads and running on diesel. I tell you what, Jill, you can come on my little shuttle bus anytime. Hop on, hop off. Know what I mean?
Thanks, Jack. Well, we'll have more on that story as it develops. Now, medical news. Let's head over and hear from our chief medical reporter.
How are you? Oh, the latest. Oh, my friend Sheila, she works at Home Bargains. Her cousin works for the World Health Organisation, WHO, and she's been told that dogs cannot catch COVID. So if you quarantine your dogs, you don't have to. So to be clear, who let the dogs out? My husband is lovely. He's put a nice big map on the wall and he gave me a dart. He said, throw the dart and wherever it lands, I'll take you there after the pandemic. So apparently we're going to spend 2 weeks behind the fridge. I tell you what, it wasn't long ago that I used to cough to cover a fart. Now, I'm farting to cover a cough.
Thanks, Auntie Carol. Well, that certainly makes me feel a little bit safer. But before we go, let's hear from Tamsin and find out what the weather's going to be like in your area. Tamsin, what's the weather going to be like in their area?
Hiya. Well, it looks sunny out today, but I think it's going to be cold. Brrr. See ya.
That's all for this week. See you again.
A little bit different, wasn't it?
We are a little bit different for you. Judging by the reaction, you've enjoyed it. So yeah, we just wanted to like local Facebook groups, you know, just what the news is like in a local Facebook group. So we thought we could like pick little stories each week and then develop them into our news program.
Put flesh on the bones, yes.
So yeah, I was just checking we were live, that our voice was being heard.
And then little Tamsin at the end there, she's back.
Tamsin's back.
The little lally's out.
Yeah, Maggie Bog can't be every week, but we can make sure that Maggie comes.
Well, it looks like Maggie's like the centre of Bristol, doesn't it?
She could be an expert that we maybe talk to.
Jason, I hope we got the accent right for you.
Yeah, a lot of people said you sounded like Wurzel Gummidge.
Yeah. Oh, we just saw that clip and fell in love with her, didn't we? Thought, oh, we have to bring her to life.
And then, yeah, I based my look on Jan Leeming, and then we thought of the name Jill Gerbil today.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just wanted to do a medical, like people who get medical advice from Facebook from like someone who's overheard something from their auntie. So that's why we popped in our Auntie Carol off of Facebook.
So we're glad we liked that. It's a little treat for you.
Yeah, oh, it's going to be cold.
Oh.
Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So that was our afternoon doing that.
There's still some information coming in on what wasps eat. Over there, they said they like nectar. They pollinate more than bees. And they use wood for their nests.
And then Beverly continues saying, if I'm ever in Scarborough, can you buy you a pint? Yeah, you can, definitely. Of course you can.
Oh, and Diamond Trinket said the Robins that Maggie Bog was on about is actually a pub.
Oh, is it? She has to walk down to the Robins.
Oh, she's right. Piss said then.
What did we think? What did you imagine?
I thought it was like a really posh little street.
Yeah, I thought it was a street, like a sort of posh cul-de-sac or something.
There used to be one near Broadstairs called the Silvers. There was all these like little posh houses.
I've got foxes on my jumper.
Ooh,
Someone's
foxy.
asking. It's Tamsin getting a reality show. Tamsin's off a reality show, I think. And now she's got the weather gig on.
Oh, she's desperate for Love Island, isn't she?
Yeah, weather gig on local news from local people.
Yes.
But I'm glad you enjoyed it. So we're going to put that news video up on YouTube probably tomorrow. So like anything on YouTube, please, if you like it, like click the little thumb, make a comment. Comments are really useful. Even if it's just an emoji as a comment, they're so useful. And share us on Facebook. Although we've had to do, Betty White went a bit viral. The Betty White video I shared, and then the Sidney Poitier video went viral, and we've suddenly got loads of
well, let's say people who are not really into us.
Yeah, people who
but want to take advantage of you lot.
Yeah, sort of following us or liking videos that you think, well, anyone who likes or follows us, I go into a little bit of detective work and kind of check them out. And so just, if anyone responds to you when you've made a comment on our videos and says something like, hi, I'm a oil rig millionaire and I need you to sign my bank documents, obviously they're trying to scam you.
Yeah.
So yeah, be wary. I'm trying to be on top of it and ban people as soon as I spot them. It wasn't too cold for me to get my legs out. With Paulie Socket, it was too cold for me to do a lot of makeup-y stuff.
It wasn't out very long, were you?
No. But I wear 2 pairs of tights, Neil, so you can't see my masculine, rugby, hairy legs.
Now, Neil Sandwell from Blackpool sent me a picture this week. I'm not going to put it up, Neil, but he bought a set of fake teeth, a bit like mine. And
For fun?
For fun. Modelled them and sent me a picture. And I actually thought they were quite nice. I thought they were his own teeth. I've always got a nice little smile.
Well, your ones, when they're good, the main ones you wear look quite good.
Yeah, but I said to Neil, I said, the problem with the fake Nashes is they're too white. They need to be a little sort of pale, like pale ivory. And then I think they'd look more real. But he looked lovely. He looked a right window to watch.
Dave could use a good oil rig millionaire. So if anyone knows of one, Dave is open to suggestions. We're going to meet Dave.
Yeah, Dave's coming to England,
Dave's
aren't you,
coming
Dave?
to Scarborough.
He's coming to stay in a hotel, and we're gonna hound him.
Yeah, he said, "Is this anywhere near you guys?" I said, "Like, it's 5 minutes away, Dave. We're gonna be it because they do free cake in your hotel. We'll be there every day to get free. Well, Alan will be dieting, but I'll be there and getting free cake.
They say our friend stayed there last summer, and they put one cake out.
Oh yeah, and it goes dead quickly.
So Dave, when you get there, you got to go down at like 5 to 5.
Get 3 slices of cake and snaffle them to your room.
Because there were we saw people literally taking cake like that size slices. I was like, what's going on there?
Yeah, so it's the hotel, the nice hotel. There's loads of nice hotels, I think, in Scarborough, but a lot of them are like you sort of like down to earth B&Bs.
Yeah.
The one Dave's staying in is called the Bike and Boot.
Oh, it's lovely.
And it's kind of a trendier hotel. The rooms are lovely.
It's only been open like a year or something, hasn't it?
Overlooks the beautiful bay, but it's really near the Grand Hotel, which is the Grand Hotel is a little bit dodgy bodgy.
And they've got their own little cinema, haven't they? Inside that little hotel. You love it.
Oh, Nibbles and Bubbles are going. Are Nibbles and Bubbles going? You're heading off, guys.
Yep. Night. Love to see, love to chat. And then we'll show them some sights. Show them the beaches.
Yeah, we'll take you up the North Bay.
Yep, and we'll introduce you to some lovely delicacies.
Take you out for fish and chips.
Yeah, mushy peas. Slug on it.
Supper has arrived, so Kim Farr is off. Good night, Kim. Caroline Nibson snorting cake in the Grand. The Grand's all right. Like it is. It's a hotel with a massive amount of history. It's just totally run down.
My brother just said, "Is that the spooky one near the beach?"
Yeah, it is.
The Grand is the spooky one where we took some pictures of my brother and we saw orbs around him, and that sort of freaked him out a bit.
Yeah, Michael used to work with the dead, so we think he might have a bit of divinity's gift.
He's a little magnet for orbs.
Brad has arrived. Brad, hey! Brad's woken up. So Brad is now in Darwin.
Yeah, so it's different time zone.
It's a different time zone. But it's around. I think it's around 6 a.m. for Brad around now. So he's getting up.
He's getting up for his little brekkie.
Yup. Dave just wants to go to Aldi and the charity shops. Well, we can do that, Dave.
Yeah. What do they call charity shops where you're from? Are they called
thrift stores?
Thrift stores. And then in Australia they're called op shops. Op shop.
But the thrift stores in America are like huge. They're like warehouses.
I know. We saw some, didn't we?
I love them.
They're
Honestly,
great.
I could spend hours in them.
I bet there's loads of big dresses my size over there.
There will be. Yeah, Dave, we'll give you a little shopping list. Things to look out for in Carolina to bring over for us. Spray cheese.
And Jason says himself and Jason Rigby might be Scarborough bound this year. Oh, they're popping over to see us.
Do come and visit. Chuck Tro, is Heinz beans in tomato sauce popular in the UK?
Oh, very.
Like mahusively popular.
But very expensive. Very expensive. I mean, most of us just buy the supermarket own brand, really. But yeah, they are popular. Always have been, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. But they're expensive. They're like the classy beans.
Caroline Ibbotson said the Grand is all faded glory. It is. It's lovely. You can see its history, can't you, when you're in the hotel?
Yeah, it's just such a shame that I can't remember the name of the company that own it.
They've just let it go, haven't they?
Britannia Hotels, I think, and they
they
buy beautiful old hotels, but just kind of
don't really do anything with them.
Don't put any love into them.
Yeah.
Although I did see some photos of there's rooms in the turrets, and someone stayed there recently, and I think they've done those up. So maybe they're slowly doing them up.
They should really, because it's in a prime location, right on the beach.
Yeah, the what do you call it? Balcony, veranda.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. No, it's rough, rank, but the view out there is beautiful.
I mean, the only problem is the seagulls in the summer. I mean, they they land on the up parts of it and just do their toileting all the way down it, really. But
Chuck Tro's saying it's $2.99 a tin, Heinz beans.
Oh, from like
in Canada, in New Hampshire.
Yeah. I was somebody put on Facebook today. They're in Florida, and they put a picture of the British part of the supermarket on.
What was in there?
Like Fox's Glacier Mints, Bird's Custard, Heinz Beans was there, Yorkshire Tea, and charging astronomical prices for it.
Yeah. Remember when we went? Where did we go? That there was a little British bit, and it was really funny. Might be somewhere I've been when I've been travelling.
Is it Greece?
World.
Greece had some funny stuff, didn't they? They had like mincemeat.
I once did some work for a guy who ran the Australia shop in Covent Garden. This is when I worked in a bookshop in Covent Garden years and years ago. And he brought me in a bag of candies. Do you remember?
Ooh.
And we got some cherry ripes.
Well, it's just like what Dave said is Christmas, wasn't
Dave's
it?
going. Dave, bye.
Bye, Dave.
He's got to go and watch a news conference with Biden. Yeah, so we had cherry ripes.
That's what we call Velvet Crunch, was it?
Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah.
Guys, we wanted to mention before, we go. It's 9:00, so we wanted to mention the calendar.
Sorry to go on about the calendar. I know you must be sick of hearing us.
Bored of hearing it.
And I know a lot of you have bought one already.
But it is. We still have stock, and we would hate to put these in the recycling bin because we put so much effort into them, and we actually didn't sell as many as we sold the first year, which is a little bit of a shame.
We sort of asked people, would you like a calendar? And everyone went, yeah.
Like August, June.
So we made a note of the numbers of people who agreed to buy one, but sadly not everybody has said yes. So there are a few left, and as we said, we'd hate to
so we've reduced the price.
So we've reduced the price, and after we've paid the postage, all the remainder is going to the charity.
Yeah, so we're not keeping any of the money now from these last few. So they're down to $7.99, which includes your UK post. They're genuinely really nice calendars. So
if you haven't got one,
get one.
Get one at that bargain price, and then if you don't want one, well, fair enough.
Yeah,
we've asked.
And if you have got one, you could always buy another for another room or to pop in your bag.
It's Valentine's Day soon. If you want to buy, your loved one. We have to sign it. We have to swear on it. We have to draw mucky pictures on it. We're happy to write your name where your birthday is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you've got our birthdays are in it. Our birthdays and Peggy's, so you get to know when our birthdays are. But $7.99. It's a little bit more in Australia and Europe and
America, but that's because the post.
$14.99 or $12.99.
It's something like £10 to post to Australia and Americas.
I know a lot of you. We're kind of preaching to the converted. I know most of you have got it, but what you can do is when I'm sharing these adverts, share it. Just put it on your wall, on your wall with friends, and say, "Oh, this is really funny," and the money's going to a great cause.
And a thank you to those other people who have bought a second one.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
Even though you didn't really have to, but you've done it out of love. Thank you so much for that. And as soon as we get the orders in, we post them as soon as we can.
Yeah.
And I think some of them are getting there the next day, which is good.
Yeah.
And if you're still waiting for yours in America's and Australia's, for some reason it's just took a delay. But that's probably just because of Christmas. But they're getting there. My friend Paul, who's in Australia, he got his yesterday, and it took about 3 weeks for some reason, 3 to 4 weeks instead of the usual 12 days. But not sure about that. What that's about. But yeah, it's
So Mark, I've just replied to you with a link to where to buy it.
But we won't go on about it anymore. That's it.
But thank you. I know loads of you have got them, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Those who've got them, but just it's a funny calendar. Genuinely, it's funny. And now apart from your postage, which you like, it's £5 is going to charity, so it's worth it now. All right, lovelies.
Night, Deeks. She's off. She's got the COVID as well. Oh, there's a lot of it going around, isn't there?
There is. We're better, aren't we? But
Yeah, I've not had COVID, but I've had a weird sort of like vertigo thing where I can't bend down without going dizzy.
Yeah, I wonder if we've had COVID, but we've taken
Tests
and we've been negative. But maybe we've had a little bit of it.
But you know, I've not lost my smell or taste or anything like that, and I don't really have flu symptoms. Just the vertigo thing, really. And you've obviously not been
100%, but then I've had this tooth thing as well, which is giving me a bit of grief, and all the work. So yeah, it's been a tricky week, tricky couple of weeks, but we're going to be back with a vengeance. We're starting to do videos again. Yeah. Liza Minnelli's got vertigo, Alan, so you're in good company.
The real one?
Yeah.
What, just at the moment or all the time?
Not sure. Just come up. Liza Minnelli's got vertigo.
Yeah, I've had it before, but it's weird. It's something to do with these little crystals in your ears that break off, and then they sort of float around in your ear canal or something.
Make you dizzy.
My brother's just said he's got his booster on the 2nd of February.
Wow, Michael, that's late.
That's late.
It's good that you're getting it.
I thought you'd have had it a lot earlier with you working with public, but these glasses go wonky.
They don't look wonky.
They do when I fiddle with them.
Yeah. Tracy Ann Cannon says it could be earwax.
It could be. Yeah. I think I'm getting deaf. It could be that, or I just need my ears cleaning.
Cindy McDuffie says maybe it's a 5-2, and you're getting dizzy from that. It wasn't on.
No,
it wasn't on a 5-2 day.
I've had it. I've had it for over a week now. I mean, it's something I can live with. It's not,
Michael's Alan's brother is just down the road in Hull. Neil's saying do the exercises on YouTube. I did that. I rolled him about once when he had it.
I had it bad once. I had to just lay in bed. Because it's like really bad travel sickness, because I suffer with that as well.
And I looked up the exercises on YouTube, and it's this sort of manoeuvre that you kind of roll them over to shift it.
My brother's written East Yorkshire. I live in East Yorkshire.
Down the road in Hull.
Kingston upon Hull.
He lives in Hull Garden Village, wouldn't you know? Hi, Carl Mansfield. Thank you for joining us. Linda LaHue says, it's my cousin, travel sickness pills help. But they make you dopey, don't they?
Yeah.
Or the ones we've got, I got ones from America, and they sort of knock you out a little bit.
It's a shame, really, because when Jamie's lovely parents visit, they want to sort of take us out to show us bits of Yorkshire, and a lot of it's like windy roads. Oh, and I get so travel sick, don't I? So I have to more than often I have to stay at home rather. And when I went to visit my brother, he drove us back to his house in Hull, and I was sick, wasn't I?
Really ill in the back of the car. Could it be stress related? It's not stress related.
No, I don't suffer with stress, it's like that. I've always suffered with travel sickness as a kid.
But it's weird because I had like 2 days of this weird vertigo, and then like 3 days later Alan had it. So I think we've had some sort of virus or flu.
Yeah.
That's been going around. We could have had a bit of COVID. I don't know, but like I say, we did the tests and they were negative.
I don't think it was the COVID because I wasn't feeling unwell with it. It was just the dizziness.
Yeah. But we're all good now.
But I know a lot of you are suffering with things like this, so we hope you all get well soon. A lot of you are saying your symptoms are easing, and it's just they did say that this would be really
widespread. The Omicron was widespread, and kind of the restrictions were lifted a little bit, so it got a bit more widespread. And they're going to lift all restrictions, aren't they? Next week, I think everything's back to normal. I think today is last day of working from home, and then I think next week is masks off. I'm going to keep wearing a mask, I think, in the shop. Because it means I can hide my scowl around the shop, but also I just think for me, I'm going to keep wearing it a little bit. I'm not going to lecture anyone who's not wearing one, and no one's going to lecture me for wearing one. We're all different.
Jay Shaw said perhaps it's the curse of Scylla.
Do you want to look at this?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Because I've been around a million years. I've got a mobile phone, but I ate it.
You ate it?
Oh, I don't care.
I know, I love you for that.
I don't care. I love fiddling with my hair. I do. I love fiddling with anybody else's hair too. Well, it was at the time that Tony Blair. You don't realise what goes under that furry frock. Oh, Cilla Black's a lessie.
Do you think she used to put on the her and kern fur?
Yeah, because no one in Liverpool says fur or her. I've never heard anyone say that.
Yeah, I heard rumours that she used to put it on a bit.
Yeah. And no one says Tony Blair like that. I don't care about me hair. Oh, it's a shame Dave went because he would have enjoyed a bit of seeing what Cilla Black's really like. Oh, thank you. A couple of messages came up. A couple of people have bought calendars just now. So thank you for that. Paul McFarlane, have you ever thought of doing virtual reality videos so we can jump into your world as if we were there with your characters? Paul, that would be way too advanced for our little tiny brains. I wouldn't know how to do it. Thank you for wanting to. We need to do a live show. We need to do a live show and then you can come along and interact.
Yeah.
And meet us. Size Limbo bought a lot of ABBA masks and will continue to wear them with pride. I think the world. I think people will still wear masks now. I think it will be kind of a more
something they go to when they're
acceptable thing, like it's been in Japan and China for years and years and years.
Well, they used to get mocked, didn't they, when they were on the London Tube?
Yeah,
with a mask on. But that was because of all the muck that was in the air. I remember when we lived in London that our skin was always dirty, and when you blow your nose, it's all black. But here, no.
Little joke came in there from Jay Shaw. Cilla's hairdresser speaks Urdu.
I love your Urdu.
Urdu. But then later on, 3 comments later, Cilla Black's hairdresser is speaking. Paul Esselmont used to wash Cilla Black's hair when he worked at a very famous Mayfair salon. She was actually quite posh.
Well, we heard was it you or somebody on here?
Yeah, we heard, Paul, that she's a bit mean, especially to cabin crew.
That she wouldn't actually talk to them.
She talked like through her assistant
or through Bobby. Like tell her that I want a Cur Royale. Oh, that really I thought our Cilla was a nice old game bird.
There you go. Richard Bobbins Duffer said Cilla Black loved Scotty Road so much she ran away to London and Barbados as quickly as she could.
And as I said this another week, that I remember seeing a documentary about her, and she used to, when she was growing up, she used to crumble an OXO cube on half an orange.
Yeah, and sort of suck on it.
So it was bloody lovely.
There is a video of her doing that. I'll find it. Well, I might play it. I don't think I will because it'll get bold. Maybe I'll share it. Was she seen as a traitor in Liverpool? I don't think so. People still, they like her in Liverpool. They don't love her in Liverpool. There's a big statue to her outside the Cavern, what used to be the Cavern Club. She was the hat check girl.
I know there's some things said about her. I know she's a bit uppity, but I do love our Cilla.
We love her music.
Yeah, my mum and dad used to play her music all the time.
I'm just seeing messages coming in. Who's met a celebrity who was lovely? So a lot of hate for Cilla coming in. She was rude to Cameron.
We met Jane McDonald. She was lovely. It was when she just started out on. She'd done the cruise and obviously got famous through that, and then she released her first book.
Yeah, she released a biography.
And we went to the book launch in London because Jamie worked at the bookshop then, and we were on a little table, weren't we? And she came over and she went, "Hello, Covent Garden." And she actually came round to sort of see everybody. She did the rounds, which I thought was quite nice.
She sort of spoke to us like.
And she didn't have to, did she? And then we said, can we get up and have a photo and everything? And she was lovely.
Melanie Fairley spent the day with Roy Castle in 1991. He was lovely. Roger Moore, Billy Connolly, both lovely.
That was Rachel Saunders. She was better then.
Michael Stanford wrote Colleen Nolan. Is that someone who was lovely, or? I would imagine Colleen Nolan would be lovely. I don't like Colleen Nolan, but I would imagine she'd be lovely. I met at the Hoff. Plot Days had said they met the Hoff.
Oh yeah.
I met the Hoff, and he was so kind of full of himself, David Hasselhoff. Loved the fact he was David Hasselhoff, and sort of was looking around to see who'd spotted him and all that stuff. Cole Taylor's met Tina Malone, Elspeth Ballantyne, and Hazel Dean. All lovely.
I think we've seen all your photos, Cole, on Facebook, I think.
Oh yeah, Mum's reminded me that I met Ken Dodd.
Have you met Ken Dodd?
Yeah, I'd totally forgotten I'd met Ken Dodd. I did a play at the Liverpool Playhouse where I played a serial killer. And Ken Dodd was doing a show in the theatre next door or in the studio. I can't remember. Anyway, I met him.
Mark Hare said he had breakfast with Helen Mirren.
Oh, wow.
While she was filming Prime Suspect, said she was lovely. Oh, how wonderful. I love Helen Mirren.
Pete Potofsky's first boyfriend met Sue Pollard in the street in Thornton Cleveley's. She was wearing dealy boppers. That's a sentence that I adore.
Melanie said she met Jim Davidson, even though he's got a bad reputation. He was lovely.
Joanne Gray spoke to Claire Grogan and Kenny Lynch when she worked in a call centre, and they were both really nice.
Rachel Saunders again. She says, "I dance with fish from Marillion."
John Morissette met Melvina Dean, who was the last Titanic survivor, about 5 or 6 times. It was a very nice, elegant lady.
Jason Ruby said, "Does Pat Sharp count?" Yes, he does. Yeah, of course he does.
Mad Aberfan met David Williams many years ago in London, tried to convince him to vote for his friend, was on Strictly at the time. Beverly Lawrence, Kate O'Mara and Martin Shaw, really nice people. One of our friends was in Judge John Deed with Martin Shaw, and just sings his praises.
Yeah. Neil says he's met Marty Kane at Cleveley's. She was lovely.
Michael Stanford met Betty Driver from Corrie at a charity event, and she was very lovely.
Betty Hot Pot.
The play, I was in a play called Spoken in Darkness, Caroline Ibbetson's asking, and I played a serial killer, and it was a real life serial killer who killed prostitutes in the States, and I can't remember his name now. This is so many years ago. I was about 22, just before I met Ellen. And yeah, I made a really chilling serial killer.
Always more Scylla over
freaked a lot
here.
of people out.
Yorkshire Boss Boy says Scylla was notoriously difficult. She was often mean to runners. Runners are people who work backstage on Blind Date.
Years later, an ex-runner became the head of light entertainment at LWT. Then a few weeks later, Scylla resigned live on air.
Ooh, I bet you had words with her. Remember your place, our Scylla.
Jason Rigby's written a funny one there. Jason Darcy still dines out on brushing past continuity presenter Arthur Hart Davis outside HTV West.
I bet Jason's met lots of famous people, haven't you, Jason Darcy?
Joel William Hazeldine met Jeremy Kyle and Sue Holderness, very nice and friendly. Richard Boffin Duffers. Michelle Collins was lovely.
I bet Arthur she is.
She shouted at me once when I was dressed as Posh Spice. That's another story. Paul O'Grady was lovely, a little bit sweary. Just having a look at these messages. A good friend played, this is from Jonathan Lightfoot, swallowed an umbrella. My good friend played in many orchestras, and she was at the Royal Academy of Music. Although she didn't speak to her, she was in the same room as Imogen Holst, the daughter of the composer Gustav Holst. Like, that's a claim to fame.
Yeah.
And then Kath Wells, I once asked Sam Smith if he ever thought of going on X Factor a few months before his first album came out. Wow. And he was very sweet. They were very sweet, Sam Smith.
Mark Hall says he knocked Darth Vader's helmet. Knocked it off in Cardiff for the Return of the Jedi. Does that count?
I met Darth Vader when he was the Green Cross Code Man. I've said this before, at school, primary school, and then I got his autograph because I knew he was Darth Vader. And then a boy in my class realised that it was Darth Vader, so ran out to get his autograph and nearly got ran down by the Green Cross Code van.
Does Alison Hammond count?
Yeah,
yes.
Of course she does.
I love Alison.
Obsessed with Alison Hammond.
I love Alison Hammond. That girl has grafted for years, and she's still about. She's still succeeding. She's still making us laugh. She's wonderful, wonderful soul.
Cindy McDuffie saw Ant and Dec waiting outside a posh shop for their then girlfriends. She was too tired and hungover after dancing all night to go over and say hello. We met Ant and Dec as well, didn't we?
Well, we didn't meet them. They were in the pub, same pub we were in once on in Chelsea, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'd like to say
we weren't really bothered, were we?
No, we weren't bothered. I think I went in when one of them was weeing to maybe get a look at a celebrity's willy, but I didn't. Sybil, the singer, Cole Taylor, met her, one of the most beautiful people I've ever met. Mark Wootton met Caitlin Moran. She was amazing. Got a kiss and a hug pre-COVID.
Oh, Neil said Lady V, his wife, once had a stand-up argument with Les Dawson. Wow. I wouldn't go off her because of that. I'd rather know what it's about.
Fun fact that I learnt today. Les Dawson was the second choice for I Don't Believe It.
You're joking.
Victor Meldrew.
Really?
Yeah. Richard Wilson turned it down, and so they asked Les Dawson. And then Richard Wilson came round and said, no, actually, it's good. I've looked at the script. I really like it, and I'm going to do it.
I mean, I love Les Dawson, but I think Richard Wilson's, well...
I heard that on the radio.
It's his role, wasn't it? Amazing.
Yorkshire Bus Guy met Dame Bonnie Langford, and she was very sweet, had a nice chat and a little picture too. Is she a dame, or are you just giving her that title? I hope she is one.
Apparently, your dad says your mum saw Richard Gere in Puerto Banús.
She did. And she... there was a Hollywood star who lived on their road. Who lived on your road? Was it Bill Murray?
What, in...
Yeah.
In Formby?
In Fuengirola. Mum, who was the big star who lived on your road? Lots of little...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just a little... She's not Dame Bonnie, but we think of her as a Dame. Michael Palin used to sit on our wall in between filming Remember Me a few years back. Always said hello and was really sweet. That's Pip.
Dean Morley said he sold Anne Robinson some furniture.
I love all these little
terrified.
Anna Welsh. Rick Astley walked past me once when I was on my way to work near Oxford Street, but I was too shy to ask for an autograph. They wanted Peter Bowles as Jerry in The Good Life. And Hannah Gordon was going to be in The Good Life as well. I think as Margot. Dave Price went to Joanna Gray's school as well. Got a bit stressed that everyone kept asking him about Star Wars rather than the Green Cross Code. Not Dame Bonnie, but we do adore her. I adore Bonnie Langford. Alex Johnson never spoke to her, but used to see Julia Brogan from Brookside in the Bramley Cafe in Ormskirk.
Oh, I bet she would have been nice.
Yeah. My good friend, Jonathan Lightwood, my good friend when I was a little girl, lived next door but one to Billy Butlin and played with his daughters.
Keith Wellen says he met Steve Coogan walking his dog in the woods, but the way he's written it looks like Steve Coogan's walking Keith's dog.
My mum says it's Bill Murray, but she thinks it might have just been a Bill Murray lookalike, but Keith Floyd did live there.
Yeah, who used to drive by it, she used to point it out, didn't she?
Yeah. Jason Rigby. I remember hearing that Noel Gordon told the Crossroads team that the Kath Brownlow actress would be late as she was still at the bus stop when she drove past her.
I heard that. I've heard that.
Alfie Bow. Neil Sandwell. Alfie Bow was once my understudy.
Oh, get her.
What happened to him? Yeah, because Alfie Bow used to do amateur theatre till he was like mid-30s.
So Neil, what part was it? And where was it? Spill the tea, dear. Spill the tea.
Oh, I'm loving all these coming in. There's a really funny one that I'm reading here. Richard Bobbins Duffer. Anthea Turner had to rummage in her bag to get me a piece of paper and a pen to then sign an autograph. I was a bit tipsy.
Rachel Saunders says it's not who she's met, but she wants to meet Kathy Burke. Oh, that'd be amazing. I'd love to sit down and have a good drink with her.
I used to work at Sadler's Wells Theatre. And one of my mates on the box office was really good friends with Kathy Burke, like from school age. and just said she's such a down to earth woman, just so
Yeah.
much fun, never changed. Ian Allardyce met Richard Wilson in a gay club. Damien Dobos says, my cousins Tony and John in Australia knew the Bee Gees in the 60s and used to be session musicians for them just as they were starting out. Pete Potofsky saw Cheryl Baker on a tube train. She has tiny feet. These are classic sentences coming out. Jonathan Lightfoot is asking, Neil, wasn't Alfie Boe a mechanic in the Blackpool TVR factory? My mum is saying she got me Peter Davidson's autograph, Doctor Who Peter Davidson.
When you were in 73?
When I was on number 73. So she came down with me to stay in the hotel as my chaperone. And she met him. So Neil Sandwell has responded about Alfie Boe. It was a local show. I was in Scarborough at the time. So local to Neil is Blackpool. I was in Scarborough and told if I couldn't make it back, Alfie would do my solo. And he says you've never seen someone get on a train so quick.
Oh.
Lots of people saying good night. We're going to go in a minute anyway because I'm getting sore and I've got a work call at 8 in the morning. So
is your open socket getting sore?
I hope it's not dry socket.
Dry socket or open
Sue
socket?
Neil's worried me now.
Dame Sue Neil, if you're still in.
Brad C. I've always had such a crush on Peter Davidson as Doctor Who. I think he was really charming. I think he flirted a bit with my mum.
Yeah. He wore... His Doctor Who had the sort of cricket outfit on, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was in the vet thing. What's the vet thing? Only fools and only
creatures great and small.
All creatures great and small.
All creatures great and small.
Mark and Alex once had breakfast with Keris Matthews on a train. They were at separate tables, but there was chatting.
As good as. See, all the famous people I've met, a lot of them were when I worked at the box office at the festival hall, so they'd come and buy their tickets and stuff. And most of them were lovely. Clive Swift, Fenella Fielding.
You had a good old chat with Mrs. Warboys once, didn't you?
Oh yeah, when I worked at Momi, she came with her grandchildren. She was very shy. Sandy Toxvik came round.
Mark Harris saying, can Sherry sign his calendar? He's ordered one.
Yes, she can. She write something rude.
She might just draw a big willy on it.
She might draw some boobs on it or something. Yeah, there were a lot of them were very shy, painfully shy, a lot of them. Very few of them were like loud mouths.
Yeah, well, they don't want to sort of... They're just regular people, aren't they?
And I once had to sort of please Joan Bakewell because her seats had been moved.
Oh,
and I had to ring her up and tell her the seats had been moved, but she wasn't happy about where she'd been put all the new seats. So I sort of wangled it and got her old seats back for her. So yeah.
Lots of people. Alex Johnson met Bruce Grobbelaar, ex-Liverpool goalie, at a book signing. Was very chatty, very funny. Helen interviewed Dave Willett when he was in Phantom in Manchester. He was lovely. Then he fell off the scenery and broke his leg.
I once met this lovely actress called Brenda Cowling. I don't know whether some of you will know of her. She's a bit part actress in the 70s. She sort of played nurses and things. And she was always in Are You Being Served, playing little parts, usually getting offended by Molly Sugden. But I didn't know until she'd left, because when I worked at Momi, there was this thing called the Russian Train, where all these like Russian agitprop films were shown, and there was about sort of 8 or 9 in a row, these little films. But she sat through all of them, and you have to sort of explain to her what they all meant and the symbolism. And then she left, and then I realised, oh my god, it's that actress from the 70s TV, Brenda Cowling. She was lovely.
Here we go.
Yes, the cooking. You rang, my lord. That's Brenda.
Sice Limbo once worked for a horrible, bullying head teacher when he was a supply teacher. Then one night, he saw him in a gay club on all fours on a dog lead being carried by another bloke in fishnet tights.
Well, there you go.
Sice Limbo says he left.
I'd have gone, give him a good old slapping.
Damien Dobosk. My best friend Maureen's auntie was best friends with Hilda Baker. She said that she was just the same off screen. Yeah, lots of people are mentioning Brenda Cowling. Alex Johnson went to primary school with Adele Roberts from Big Brother. I think it was Big Brother
That was her with the braids, wasn't it?
3. I think it was Big Brother 3. And then she went on to I'm a Celebrity, didn't she, recently?
I think so.
I've got to go for a wee.
Go for a wee. Lisa said she met Richard Bryce and Wendy Richard when they were doing a BBC radio drama. He was lovely. Was she lovely? Wendy Richard? I'm sure she was. Rachel said she met Pam Ayres and told her that you'd won a poetry speaking competition for reciting a poem. Oh, I wish I looked after me teeth. Who we got over here? Gypsy's Kiss. I thought that was somebody's name.
Oh, it's silent.
I know.
What's going
I need
on?
the little bottom thing. I'm just sort of looking for what famous people have met.
That's it, I
I
think.
we've run
We've
out.
got them all.
I think we've got them all.
Lovely people. We are gonna sign off, I think. Yeah, it's about 9:30, and I've got early call tomorrow. So we're gonna say goodnight. We want to thank you again for hanging out with us. We love doing this on Wednesday nights. We'll be kind of back on top of it in the next couple of weeks when this is getting better. So we're going to do another video this weekend. I think we're going to do a video this weekend.
Yep.
The news report was a hit, so we will try and get another news report.
For
And
next
hopefully
week.
we'll get the Gigglebox people coming back in some form or other. And I don't know what way they'll be coming back. NP says no one must forget that they met Susan Bovell.
No. If you've met Susan Bovell, we'd like to hear about it. Some of you might have just think, oh my God, that was that woman I once met when, I was around Aldi or being vocally trained by her at drama school.
Oh, Jason Rigby says, don't push yourself. We love the chill outs. Yeah, the chilled atmosphere in these is really nice. It's just I feel like, because we're asking people to tip us, we should do some perform monkeys. We should do something.
They understand.
Chuck, stop putting aubergine emojis in the chat.
He's put 5 big whopping aubergines.
I think it's because we've taught him the word chode last week, and I don't think they have chodes in America. Anyway, on that note,
it's something that I chode in the hole this week.
I think it was Yorkshire Bus Guy.
It was. The Yorkshire Bus Guy said his mum made him chode in the hole.
All right, lovely people. We'll put the news report. We'll put that on YouTube and Facebook tomorrow. So as soon as you see it, like it, comment, and share. And remember to like it and subscribe and all that jazz.
And all that jazz.
We're going to do another quiz show as well soon. So we'll do another quiz show.
Yep.
But my lovelies, we're not leaving you with a sing song. We are leaving you with a kiss and a little bit of Scylla to say goodnight. Good night.
Bye.
Do you want to look at this?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Because I've been around a million years. I've got a mobile phone, but I ate it.
You ate it?
Oh, I don't care.
I know, I love you for that.
I don't care. I love fiddling with my hair. I do. I love fiddling with anybody else's hair too. Well, it was at the time that Tony Blair. You don't realise what goes under that furry frock. Oh, Cilla Black's a lessie. Walking. Bandy. Oh, you're dropping bits. I've dropped something.
What's the opening line then? What's the opening?
Consuela. I'm going to rant now. I really am going to rant.
Go on then.
I just like a man. With great respect, she looked like a bit of a muppet. I switch on the telly these days, and if there's not a beautiful person, I switch over.
So
I hope he's watching this in jail. Well, that's where he is. Well, how shall I kill him? And one little voice said, why don't you sing to him?